Hi, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Happy Friday. We hope everybody's had a great week. It's been kind of a crazy week, but we hope everybody is doing well and is safe and having a good week regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear feedback.
Sorry, it was me. I was putting my phone on because I like to watch the chat come through. So I went on to it and I like to share it.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, I'm Tiffany Beth.
I'm Melissa Ann,
We're best friends
and we're
and we're
Midnight
Midnight Beauties.
Midnight
Yeah, welcome to our show.
Welcome.
Tonight is going to be really fun. We are going to be reviewing some new products from Maybelline that we've heard a lot of hype about. And so we're going to review them first. And honestly, I'll just full disclosure, we wore some of them earlier in the week to see how their wear would be,
Yep.
but we're going to apply them just to show you how it applies. And then we'll give you our overall review.
And some
And
of
then,
the products I've used continuously,
yes.
and they are part of my routine, my collection, and I will share what those products are. And the nice thing is that Tiffany and we went out separate, purchased stuff, and I only think that maybe one item, because I got it for you, maybe we duplicated, and that was the mascara, but that's their new mascara we want to try. But I think
Yes.
everything else, I think mostly everything else, maybe the powder, I'm not sure.
Right. I bought the powder, so we'll show you our products because
Mm-hmm.
we're going to start that in a minute. And we have a clear face. Just a couple of things really quick. This is sponsored by Rose Petal Cottage. I put her website link in the bottom. She makes amazing handmade soaps. They're so intricate and beautiful, but they leave your skin feeling clean, smelling good, and super soft.
The soap
Nikki,
will make you want to eat it because it smells incredible. Like when I tell you how delicious it smells and how soft it leaves your hands, I keep them right next to my soap right next to my sink because with COVID, I wash my hands millions of times a day. Even when I'm working at home, I'm still constantly washing my hands. And I love it. I don't feel like it dries my hands out or anything.
no, not at all. Can you share that on my phone? Not at all. It's fantastic. So Nikki Pritchard makes it, and it's fantastic. Also, next Friday will be a celebrity announcement for Sci-Fi Horror Fest. I'm so excited.
Oh my god, I'm so excited too!
Yep, Rich will be joining us for that event, and I'm super super excited. It'll be a different podcast, but we're going to stop ours and then continue. So next week, our podcast might be a little bit earlier than normal, but it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. For tickets and vendor tables, you can go to www.sci-fi-horrorfest.com. It's at Vernon Downs Hotel and Casino this year, God willing, with COVID. And we're going to have some announcements. We're going to have lots of vendors and everything else, and tickets and vendor space is still available. So we're so excited.
So are you going to do a separate announcement for that on a different live, or are you going to announce that on one of our lives?
Well, I can do both.
Whatever you like. It's your show.
Absolutely. But Rich will be joining us. So, and he's our event manager. And then after that, Melissa is welcome to join me. I'll be appearing on the Fox Den to do another announcement for her viewers at 8 o'clock.
Oh, how exciting.
Yes. So it's going to be busy. So we better have good makeup next week.
Yes.
So what do you say? Do you want to jump right in?
Yeah, and if everybody, I'll just put this out there, people who are joining us tonight to hear the giveaway that we did for last week, we aren't going to do that until the end. I know we're mean, we're horrible, we're cruel, but guess what? You gotta stay till the end. We're going to make you work for that free gift. And but we'll jump right into the Maybelline products. Full disclosure, if you would like to know price points on products, I was not a good YouTuber and I did not get the prices, but they're all drugstore affordable brands. You can go to Ulta and purchase products from Ulta. You can use their coupons on the products. Walmart is another good choice. I would almost venture to Walmart to purchase the products in Ulta because you're going to get a better price point versus like Rite Aid or Walgreens. But if you live in not in New York State, in a different state that has other different stores, you know, you might find it at a better price. And shop your coupons, because coupons are your best friends. You can find different coupons in your Sunday papers still, and you can get money off. So why wouldn't you want to save?
1,000%. And you actually can go online and look up Maybelline, and a website will pop up. But when you go to buy the item puts up a bunch of stores. It's not an actual website where you buy directly from Maybelline. Also, the price point. So I'm going to be trying the 24-hour, full coverage day foundation, and on the website this was $11.99. At my Walmart, it was $9.99. So even just saving $1 or something is huge, because we're all on a budget.
Yeah.
So that was
I'm going to be starting out with the Dream BB cream. I'm a BB cream person. I do like a full coverage foundation, but for everyday wear, I like it. And this is an 8-in-1 skin perfector. It's got your SPF 30 in it. I just hope that the color matches, just because the only downside with drugstore foundation is that you can't color swatch it. When you go to a high-end store, they, the name brand makeup products, there's beauty advisors there, although I don't know how that's working now with COVID, but typically you were able to go in and have them swatch like right in this area just to see how it's going to blend. But you can ask for a free sample too on that end. But so let's hope this and it says it blurs, enhances, brightens, adjusts the skin tone, smooths, hydrates, and helps protect, and 0% oils or other heavy ingredients, and shake well. Well, that's interesting. I never had a BB cream where you have to shake it. That's weird.
No. So I'm all moisturized, but I have not primed yet. So I'm going to use the Master Primer.
Nice.
It is Prime Base Blur Defend. It is antioxidant sunscreen SPF 30. And it says visibly blurs skin tone and imperfections, smooth skin, lightweight, non-greasy formula, does not clog your pores. Now, I always do shake my primer.
I'm sorry, I just dabbed it on. I'm not,
It looks like that. It's pretty light, and I like the smell of it. It smells a little perfumey, but not so much where you'll feel like you're actually putting perfume on your face. It smells fresh and clean.
Yeah, this has no scent to it at all.
And I like that.
Yeah, if you're allergic to sunscreen, though, I know some people have a sensitivity to it. They do have another one that it does not have the sunscreen in it. It feels a little bit thick. This is the lightest shade. It is shade 12M, so I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't say like, oh, light sheer tint. I don't know. But for me, it's a little bit darker than my normal coloring. But I like to go a little bit darker because I have a lot of redness in my cheeks. I'm sorry, I don't have a Maybelline sponge. I'm just going to use my Hank and Henry. Feel free to use your fingers, your brush, whatever you would like.
So I'm actually going to use I'm a sponge person, just Walmart, $1.98. I'm going to be using Superstay Full Coverage Foundation Complete. Now this has gotten a lot of hype. People are loving this so much. And so I wanted to try it. And so it's going to be working itself tonight, because full disclosure, I have a nice little blemish right there. So we're going to see. And I actually did wear this a little bit yesterday. The wear actually is pretty good, and I'm going to show you. And also, full disclosure, I usually mix my foundation with another foundation. I don't know, I'm really weird. I like to do that.
Oh, actually, a lot of people do that.
I mix my foundations, but I am usually a natural ivory. So we're going to go ahead and put that on there, and this is natural ivory.
So with a BB cream, if you want to give it a little bit more coverage, instead of like, sometimes you have the notion to want to wipe, but you can see as Tiffany's doing, you want to pat it, and you want to like do the patting motion. So this actually settles right into the skin.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't like to use a sponge. They prefer using a silicone brush or like a synthetic brush, just because sometimes the sponge can absorb a lot of the product. To me, that it doesn't really bother me that much. And I'm surprised. There's quite a bit of coverage. And for the BB cream, So that's kind of nice. It feels really good. This one was also rated one of the top products, I think, out of one of the beauty magazines and blogs that I was reading. And it got really high remarks too. Like the foundation Tiffany's using, it's the same. It got really good reviews.
Yep. And I actually like a sponge over a brush because I feel like with a brush it just streaks.
Yeah.
And I don't like that personally for me. I do like a full coverage foundation because like Melissa, I have a lot of red spots and blemishes.
Well,
My skin is forever changing. We're getting older. That's what happens.
mhm.
And also a fun fact I learned that if you wipe your foundation on, it actually increases the chances of your foundation melting into your T-zone. And I never really knew that because sometimes like I'd have it looks like I was sweating in my T-zone, and it was because my foundation had melted because I swiped it and not patted it. Because you pick up extra oils when you swipe. I did not know that.
I didn't either. And I worked in the makeup industry for a long time.
This is why, you know what? We watch other makeup tutorialists and we learn something new every day. And I thought that was a very interesting thing to learn, that if you wipe on your foundation, it increases the chances of it melting into your skin because you're swiping all those oils versus patting.
Mm-hmm.
So far it's doing a job. I mean, it's covering up my blemish pretty all right. It's not cracking or breaking. It doesn't look cakey. It's covered up my redness.
I'm going on to my concealer. So I'm using let me put my glasses back on so I can kind of see. So I'm using the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Concealer. This is one of my absolute all-time favorite concealers. I have used this concealer for years and years and years and years. I absolutely am addicted to it. They came out with a foundation. I've tried the foundation. I like it, but this is absolutely amazing. So it's got a little like round sponge on the top, and you can hear, like, you just turn this and you could hear that clicking noise, hopefully, and the product comes right out at the top there. And the only thing about this when it first came out is that the colors were really limited. This is the lightest shade, which is a little bit on the darker side. But once I noticed when I was shopping in Ulta the other day, I've had this one, but I noticed when I was shopping in Ulta the other day that they have expanded their colors on these. So I was really happy to see that, but I absolutely am obsessed with this.
So I am also moving on to concealer. And the concealer I am using, again, I kind of went with a theme, I suppose, is the Superstay Conch Carnes. Okay, I can't speak French, but basically it's full coverage concealer. It says under eye, but I put my concealer everywhere that concealer should go.
Yeah, for me, I usually concentrate on the high points, and then I also concentrate on the inner points. By doing this, it actually helps to lift the eyes up a little bit. You can do a little bit underneath, but how you see those makeup beauty gurus doing like the big triangles and doing on the forehead, the nose, and the chin, you can do that if you want to, but you can do a little bit of a light concealer like this, and this really helps. And by bringing it up this way, it's going to help lift the eye. It's almost like an instant eye lift. I usually do a little bit under just because I have dark circles because I don't really sleep at night.
See, neither do I. And so that's why I'm doing some underneath, because I also have freckles. And I'm going to let it set for just a second, because I feel like it gets better coverage with all concealers if you let it set for just like a minute or two.
Yeah.
So that's what we like to do. So if anybody's in the comments, tell us what you like to, is there a type of concealer or foundation that you like to use?
Is there a particular drugstore brand concealer or foundation that you use? And don't get me wrong, I love drugstore makeup, and I love high-end makeup too. But if I can get a whole face for a cost of like a foundation, a high-end foundation and a powder or whatever, so be it. But I mean, I like all my makeup, but I haven't tried Maybelline stuff in, a good hot minute,
Me too.
other than the concealer.
Yep. And you know what? It's also about budget. If you can get a whole face for the cost of one high end like eyeshadow palette like Thirsty, and it's quality, go for it because we're all on a budget and budgets are huge.
My aunt texted me. She said, that concealer looks like a bingo stamper. Yeah, it does look like a bingo stamper,
A
actually.
bingo stamper that takes away your sadness in your eye.
And I like it just because it is meant for a more aging eye. And I do have like the little fine lines. And I do like this because it doesn't settle into those fine lines, which is really nice. I suppose you could use it to cover up, like if you have pimples and stuff somewhere, but I don't know exactly how that would go. Oh, my mother said the Maybelline mascara that we were using was $12.50, so that's good to know when we share about that.
So the concealer I'm using, this was $9.99. My foundation was $9.99.
I think my foundation was $8.99, and Ulta was running a deal where you got a free gift, so I did get a free sample, and I did use a $3.50 off coupon off of $15 too.
Nice.
I've had the concealer for a little bit, so I'm not exactly sure how much that runs, but most of the products I would say are under $12. Like there's not anything that I picked out except for maybe the eyeshadow palette, but I think that was $10.99.
Yeah, that was mine as well.
And then I'm going on to powder. So I'm using a loose powder. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I absolutely love this powder. I do have it in the pressed powder as well, but as you can see, I've hit pan. There is none left. There's very little left. This is probably my 8th one, maybe even more than that. I am obsessed with the Fit Me. I have very oily T-zone skin, and this does not, like, sometimes when you have very oily skin and you use a loose powder, it can oxidize and it can make your foundation turn darker. This does not do that, and the loose powder is so finely milled. It comes in this really like kind of sleek container. I love it. Are you using pressed powder or loose powder, darling?
I'm going to be using pressed powder. Just trying to cover up this unsightly blemish. Now, I will say I do like the concealer and the foundation is not cracking. I don't think it looks cakey. However, covering up a blemish, I give it a 4. All right, I am using a pressed powder, but I am using my brush to apply it because I'm weird.
Holy brightness, Batman.
I know, you look great.
I actually put a heavier amount under my eyes just because with the eyeshadow, I'm not sure if there's going to be any fallout. So I always put a little bit extra and then you can wipe it away after. And you don't have to, like, we're Tiffany's doing a light bake. I'm doing a heavier bake. You don't have to even use powder if your skin is on the drier side. Some people don't even need to use powder. God bless them. It's all up to you in what you feel like is a necessity in your kit. But yeah, or some people do like a powder foundation, which is fine too. I've used powder foundations in, but oi.
I personally like to use powder on top of my foundation because I like a matte finish.
Yep.
I think it helps.
You got oily skin too.
I have really bad oily skin. I think it helps set the liquid foundation. Also, when I put on my blush and stuff, I feel it helps. It goes on a lot smoother.
So I really searched high and low on every website. I went to like 3 or 4 different Walgreens. I went to Target. I went to Walmart. I went to Hannaford's. I went everywhere. And I really wanted to use the Tattoo. It's the ink I don't even know what it's called now, but
Master tattoo.
yeah, and you leave it on and it actually like tattoos your eyebrows for like up to 2 weeks. Can I tell you, I cannot find that anywhere. It's sold out everywhere, everywhere. So I figured I'll save that for a different day. So I ended up getting, I do have pencils. I have a regular uh, pencil with a spoolie on the end, and then I thought I had another one too, but I'm just using, I have been using this. It's Tattoo Studio waterproof gel for your eyebrows, and I have been using this and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. This was about $7.99. I got it at Walmart and I am absolutely loving it. It's waterproof. Like when I use this on my eyebrows, like it darkens them up instantly, shapes them. It gives me that bushy eyebrow look from the 80s that I've been seeking. And so I have to really focus on this when I apply it because I'll show you that it comes in like a little tube like this. And it's kind of, I don't know if you can see, it looks like kind of like a little mascara one, but it's really thick. So I have to really focus. And then they give you another little, spoolie to kind of brush it out. So I'm going to use that too.
So you can see I put on my powder and stuff. It looks good. It's not cakey.
No, the color looks good too.
Yep, it blends very well. It's nice and smooth. I really, really like it. So in my makeup routine, I'm kind of weird. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes next. I bought the Blushed Nudes. This is such a pretty palette, actually. It's
and the girls out here.
Yes, it's very light and it's for like an everyday. So I'm going to give an everyday. I'm going to do an everyday look. I think we've done so many outlandish looks. I think I'm going to tone it down a little bit. In the spirit of using what we've got.
That's what you say now, but that's going to change.
Yeah.
As you go.
It probably will change. But I'm going to use this applicator. I'm not going to use a brush. In the spirit of using what I've got, I'm going to use the old school applicator and see what we can do.
Look at instant brow.
Let's see. Now, I will say there are no, look at this palette. It's really pretty. There's some shimmers in there, metallics. I did swatch some last night.
That is really pretty.
It is really pretty. They seem a little lighter than normal, which is fine. Hi, Brandy. New subscriber. Thanks for YouTube video suggestion on my YouTube homepage. Well, thanks, Brandy. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're liking the show. We're just two best friends doing what we like. Half the time we don't know what we're doing at all.
Where did somebody comment?
On our StreamYard.
Oh, really?
Brandy Lucero.
Nice.
Thanks, Brandy.
I can't see it.
Yeah, so I do want to just disclaimer really quick. So on some of the comments on our YouTube, we could not see them. We could only go with what we could see. So I apologize if somebody commented and we didn't see it and you're not part of the drawing. I don't know why that is. We've tried every which way to figure that out.
I even had my husband who is half techie, and I had him looking at it. The only thing that I can think of is somebody commented and we can't see it because they are not following us, but I don't think that would happen.
I don't think that would matter, but that is just a disclaimer. I didn't want to think that anybody, we were ignoring anybody or anything like that, because we're certainly not. But thank you so much for joining us, Brandy. We hope you like the show. We're just two best friends who are really fucking crazy and love makeup. And as I was saying, this palette is really light, by the way, and it's buildable though, but it's light. Sorry, go ahead, Melissa.
I just got the one eyebrow. It's just very light, very, not anything over the top. I'll go over it with a little bit of a pencil just to kind of define it.
And some of you may notice I did not use an eye primer today. I didn't grab one.
I was just going to use my other one that I normally use. Because I use that for everything. So I figured
that's true.
Still count.
But I also wanted to see how these shake without a primer, because not everybody uses primer.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I wanted to see how these work without a primer, because if you don't use a primer, I want you to see if it's going to be worth the money.
So maybe I'll do one eye with primer, one eye without.
There you go. I love how we make these. My husband's laughing because we just make split decisions on the fly. We're like, sure, let's do that. And he's over here like, seriously?
That's the fun part about makeup, is that it doesn't have any rules. So as you can see, I kind of globbed it on one side. So that's the only thing about this, is that it really needs a steady hand. So if that's not you, I would say stick with the pencil.
Okay, let's see.
But it definitely darkens up the brow, something fierce.
All right, I'm going to do something wild. Maybe not too wild.
See? See, I told you. I'm going to go natural. I'm doing natural look. Yeah, that's what you
Well, I'm
say.
going to do a more natural-ish one.
As you were saying, I'm just going to go wild.
Well, I feel like this needs a little something, something. Ooh, there you go. There's some pigment.
Oh,
Ha-cha-cha. All right, now I'm going to blend this in. I will say this is quite blendable. I won't even lie. This is quite blendable. There we go.
okay.
And you know what? There's not a whole lot of fallout, which I appreciate because it's not falling down my face.
Oh, it's not too bad. So they're sisters, they're not identical. All right, so I'm going to do one eye with primer, one eye without. I owned a palette from before from them. It's called the City Mini Palette. It's so pretty. It's got like a really gorgeous like gold shimmer and like peachy, and then it's got a couple of different mattes. It's such a beautiful shade. And on the back, it's really cute because they do kind of give like application ideas. Not to say that you have to follow that, but I don't know if they actually make these anymore. So I wanted to pick up another palette just to be on the safe side, because I don't want to show you product that you can't
Buy
use.
anymore.
Yeah, so I actually got the Nudes of New York, and this is really pretty. It's all like different peachy skin, like nude colors. And then there are some shimmers, some really pretty shimmery frosted colors, and then you have some matte colors. I'm just going to do like a very natural look. I am going to prime one eye just because I want to see what the color payoff is going to be. If we're not using a primer, that color payoff is really good. I don't have those little brushes that Tiffany has, so mine didn't come with it, so I'm going to just have to use a regular brush.
But what I am using to clean my brush is my brush cleaner.
Oh, it's the best. If you don't own a Switch, you need to get one.
You do. And actually, it's great because you can actually take this out and you can use your favorite face cleaner and wash it and let it dry, and it works beautifully.
I'm just adding some primer on, and you can use, so like if you wanted to use the foundation as a primer, you can. I mean, if you're on the go and you don't have time, you don't have to use the primer, but I like using a primer just because colors that are not quite intense, it'll help to make it a little bit more vibrant, or colors that are really vibrant and bold, it'll bring them out. You can get primers in all different colors. You can get them in all different shades. So if you really want a very intense smoky look like Tiffany's going for, but you don't want a lot of fallout, you can use a black primer. And so that black shadow will have something to cling hold to. If you don't have a black primer, if you've got like a charcoal or a gel-based eyeliner, you could smear that on your eye and use that as your primer. And then you could take the shadow and pack that right on top of that as well. But, you know, in a pinch, if you're trying to save money and time when you're doing your concealer or your foundation, you can use that too. The only thing is you have to be careful because sometimes the oils will change the coloring of the powder, but that's the only thing.
Full disclosure, I did not mean to go this dark. I actually wanted to go natural. I don't know what I was thinking.
I love you.
I always do that though. I'm like, I'm going to totally go natural. And then I look like I just stepped out of like Horella's cellar. I'm like, oh, that was not meant to happen.
I said you're going to go natural. Of course, I say that too, and who knows what will happen.
My natural look is honestly, I usually don't wear eyeshadow to work, honestly. When I'm in the office, I don't wear it to work. I usually just do either some mascara and some eyeliner or just mascara, put on some blush and some lipstick and go. Obviously with my foundation and stuff, but yeah. I will say this palette, there's not a lot of fallout. I'm really happy with it. What's that?
I'm dipping into the color called Explorer. This is what it looks like. It's on my brush. I just dipped into it very lightly, and there is a lot of color on there. So this is going to be interesting. And there is quite a bit of fallout, but fallout doesn't bother me. It's the fallout that goes under my eye that bothers me. So I'm just going to do a little tap, 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 tap.
So there wasn't really any fallout on my eye, and there was a little fallout in the pan, but there really wasn't on my eye, and I'm so thankful. And I have to tell you, because fallout happens so much. Let's see if I can find them.
And I have deep set eye, so I'm just going in the eye socket and then a little bit above to make my eye pop more.
I did buy these, and I will use them. I bought these.
Nice. Yeah.
These were $10 for 100 on Walmart.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad at all. So I did buy those. So, and they do help. They do help protect the cheeks, which is awesome. So I went a little more dramatic. I really wanted to go natural, but you know what? Seize the day. Who knows what tomorrow's going to bring?
Hopefully.
We're just going to let it go.
Okay, I'm going to do some on the other eye now because whatever I do on one side, I like to do on the other side just so that it stays the same. I know some people will do one whole eye look and then go off a camera, do the other whole entire eye look. We don't have the tech for that. Well, we probably do, but we don't have the time or the patience. No. So I'm just doing one side and then do the other.
Exactly. Just going to.
It's so weird. I haven't done eyeshadow without primer in so long.
I know, me either. I can't believe I forgot to grab it. But at the same token, I was thinking, I'm like, not everybody uses primer.
No, and I don't know if they actually make a primer for the eye. They might.
I did not see a primer yesterday because some of this stuff I bought yesterday and then I came home and tried it on. I did not see a primer. Full disclosure, I did not see a primer.
And I do know that, like, it's really odd because I know Walgreens had different product from Ulta and different product from Walmart. So I don't know why that is, but it just is. So I'm going in using like a lighter color, like a cream color up on the brow bone. Can you see that like line right there?
I can't.
The goal is to get rid of that harsh line and just kind of blow it out so it kind of all blends in together.
Yep. And so actually that's what I'm going to do with my finger. Instead of using a brush, I'm going to take my finger and just kind of rub in that crease so it doesn't look like I stamped my eye.
I stamped my eye.
And it actually lightens it up a little bit, which is exactly what I wanted. And so it's not as harsh. You know, you guys are always welcome to follow along. And then when you're done, take pictures of your work so we can see our beauties after they're done doing their makeup when we've done our show.
Don't have much fallout.
No.
That's really good. And then I'm going to take like a shimmer color and apply that down here on my lower part of my eye. But I don't know, I'll show you in my palette. You can see like that one color there. There's quite a bit of fallout around there. Look at this is really bad. You should never do this when you're with a client. Blow on, blow on the powder.
So I will say I can't do a shimmer what she's doing at the bottom. I was going to, but these are really, 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 really light actually. The darkest color was here that I applied. The other ones are really light, but they're buildable, but they're good for an everyday look. Not exactly an everyday look, which I have done, but you could. So I am going to be using Unstoppable Onyx eyeliner. I like my gel eyeliners. As many of you know, liquid is not my forte, lip gloss or eyeliner. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. Ugh, brand spanking new. And for my everyday look, I'm just going to go half on my top and half on my bottom. Now, sometimes I will go all the way on my top and then only half on my bottom, but because we're kind of doing a day look, I'm going to try to keep it a little less dramatic.
So this color is a little bit too like gold mustardy for me. I really wanted a little bit lighter color, but that's okay. It might be darker because of the primer. We'll see how it looks on the other side without the primer.
I will say though, for a drugstore brand, this doesn't have a bad quality to it.
No, I definitely agree with that. Definitely agree. I did get a little bit more fallout on the side that doesn't have primer.
And I got a little bit over here too on my face, and that's not the eyeliner, that's
the color switch.
The eyeshadow. And sometimes what I will do is I will take my concealer if I have a little bit of fallout underneath my eye that I didn't notice before. And I'll put a little bit of concealer underneath there and kind of just blend it in, and usually that helps.
So what I'm going to do now before moving on is I'm just taking maybe I can take this brush. I just have to clean it up. I'm just taking my brush and I'm just going to wipe the bake out from underneath my eye, so that way and when you do that, the idea behind it is it wipes any of the fallout off as well. Wipe the bake away. Wipe the bake away.
And also, I just want to say, everybody has their own way to do their makeup. You watch these makeup tutorialists and, they put on their, their eyeliner and their eyeshadow and stuff before they put on their foundation, or they'll, put on their foundation and then do the, contour and then do the concealer. How you do your makeup is the way you want to do it.
I saw somebody the other day on one of the videos that they took lotion. So they did their lotion. After they did the lotion, they took loose powder, patted the loose powder all over. Then they took a spray primer, primed on top of that, and then did the foundation. It looked flawless, but I know if I were to do that, it would be all cakey.
It would be all cakey and all over. I couldn't do that.
No,
that's why I have my weird routine. I'm not going to do my mascara yet. I'm going to wait until I get my blush and stuff done, which I did buy. But I have such a routine because I don't like muddle. And I think those guys are such a pro at what they do, but for me, it would be muddled.
I'm just taking a little bit of, it's called Originator. It's like a really light color, and I'm just popping that in the inner corner of my eye just to brighten up my eye.
So pretty. So I did buy a blush and contour palette, and I'm going to go ahead and use these. I wasn't going to contour because I don't really contour for an everyday look, but I'm going to do that. And the nice kind of cool thing is it has the contour. It tells you which what. I mean, not that you wouldn't know, but for anybody who's first time that wants to do stuff, it's nice that it has it labeled. I don't know if you can see that. It has it labeled 1 contour, 2 blush, 3 highlighter.
Nice. And the other thing too is that if you wanted to keep an everyday look, you don't have to do an eyeliner. You could just take the darker brown in the shadow and just kind of smudge it on the
drag it down.
Yeah, just drag it down your eyelash line on the bottom and the top. And that's a great way just to add a little bit of color, but keep it like an everyday look. I'm just taking a little bit of like the wine color and just adding it underneath.
That would be beautiful. I have a little trouble with that. Sometimes it depends. Sometimes it gets caught in my contacts. And for me with contacts, it's a little easier just to do, you know, the eyeliner.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take some of my contour with my contouring brush, and I'm just going to do some contour. Let's see how smooth this goes on.
Smooth like a butter.
It's actually really light. Wow. I wasn't expecting it to be that light. It's a little darker. There we go.
I actually think I like the eye better that doesn't have the primer on it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm surprised. So I am going to be doing my eyeliner now. And I am a liquid eyeliner junkie. So I did pick up liquid eyeliner. It's called Master Precise All Day Liquid Eyeliner. I picked it up in brown. Or dark brown. I usually use black, but I just wanted to try a brown one for this chance. I have tried the Maybelline Tattoo eyeliner, and I don't know if this is old. I feel like I just got it over the summer, so I don't know how long but I picked up another one because this is like really chunky now, so I didn't want to use it. And then I do also have from them, I have it in brown, and this is, I think, this is dark brown. I have it in black. This is a gel liner that you apply with a, like a small, like, brush. And I do love this. And let me tell you, when you put this on, it does not go anywhere. It stays put. But I'm just going to do the liquid eyeliner because I haven't tried this liquid liner, and I want to try it.
So first things first, the contour is actually blending really nicely, and I really like that. It's blending flawlessly into my skin. I'm not going to do my nose. I'm just going to leave it to my cheeks and stuff. I will say this is a downside, and I don't know if it's because I haven't mixed this foundation with another foundation. It is melting a little bit. And having patted it into my skin, it's kind of bothersome. You can start to see oily patches where it's kind of cracking. So I don't know.
Well, and you usually don't use that primer either, so it could be the primer. Is the primer a moisturizing primer, or is it?
It is a moisturizing primer.
So that could be the culprit too.
That could be.
I'd be interested in you trying that using your other primer that you usually use.
Well, I use several. There's a couple that I actually go to. But they're higher end. Well, not all. Some are. All right, now I'm going to use the blush.
I'm so used to using my Kat Von D where you have to shake it, and this one you don't have to shake, so I keep trying to shake it.
Before anybody laughs at me, yes, I do suck my cheeks in to put blush on. It's an old thing I saw way back when I was a teenager on a makeup tutorial from like 1995, like on QVC, and I've done it ever since.
So I've got the liner on. It went on smooth on the eyeball. Now the real test will be when I go to do my wing. And I'm already seeing when I apply it, it has a little skip to it when I apply it. And I don't like that for when I do my wing, just because this could end up really bad. So, and for my wing, because my eyes are deep set, I'm going to go up a little bit. And my idea is I just want a tiny little baby wing, not a big one. So, but we will see what happens.
All right. And I'm going to go ahead and dip into the highlighter right here. I don't know. It seems pretty light. I have it on my fingers. It seems pretty light. Not exactly shimmery, just light.
So I got the wing started. I got the little guy going.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
And now I'm going to take the top and just drag it down to the bottom. We'll see what happens.
So this highlighter, to me, I don't know, it doesn't really seem like a good highlighter. It's pretty, it's not very shimmery. It's kind of flat.
Do you have any primer near you?
I do.
Why don't you use a brush, spray a little primer on your brush and dip it in and see what happens. Or dip it on the powder first and spray some primer on the brush before you put it on. If you want, you don't have to. I don't want to be bossy.
No, you're fine.
Just to see if that changes anything. So I like the eyeliner. It was okay for the wing, honestly. It wasn't too bad.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. Ugh. Doo-doo. Maybe. Ah, there we go. That's weird. Okay. KK.
This is my bad eye over here. Oh.
Let's see what I do with my hair. What do I do with my hair?
Well, I'll tell you what. This is no Too Faced
Kat
Sex
Von D.
Edition, and it's no KVD eyeliner. But as far as drugstore brand, it's not too bad.
There we go. That did not help the shimmer.
It didn't help. Okay, so it must be the product then.
It's got to be the product, which honestly, the contour and the blush is not terrible. I'm not going to lie. It's not terrible. I'll probably use it again. I think I'm a little more upset with the foundation.
I didn't get any blush, so I'm just using something that I have that shall remain nameless, and I'm just putting it on my cheeks.
So I am going to go ahead and use our Sky High mascara.
So for those of you that don't know and have been living under a rock, the Sky High mascara is the rage of all rage on TikTok. I see this everywhere, and I am like, we need to try this. So can't find it anywhere. It's sold out everywhere. All sold out. So I send text message out to all my family. If you see this, please let me know. And my mother scored some for us. So, and then I went and I picked up an extra one or two just to have. But this mascara, we're going to try it and see if it lives up to all the hype that everybody is making it out to be. So, and the key behind it, from what I've watched, is that you have to do 3 coats. And you put the first coat on, you have to let it dry, put the second coat on, let it dry, and then do a third coat. Now, to me, after I usually get to my third coat, my eyelashes look like spider legs, which is not a cute look. But we're going to try this and see if we like it. And it was, what, $11.99 for this. So
this is the brush. It looks like a normal brush.
Yeah.
Looks normal. So I'm going to put on my first coat. But it is, I don't know, it's got a weird dip to it.
It does, and it's got little bristles. I usually like a brush that has like thicker,
brushy bristles.
Brushy bristles.
That's the bristles.
So I don't know. We shall see. So I'm going to start.
And I will give a little bit of a tip. It works sometimes and it works sometimes it doesn't. It depends. When I put on my mascara, I twirl my brush, and sometimes it helps from clumping. Sometimes, not all the time, but it does sometimes. More times than not.
make sure I coat all of them. So I think I'll do the top and then I'll do the bottom after. So I'm going to go to the other side and do
Oh,
the other one.
well, that was nice. I just got it on my finger.
Uh-oh.
Do you ever notice sometimes, and maybe this is just me, that the first time you use a mascara, it's like, oh, that's so awesome. It went on so nice and my lashes were separated and it's fantastic. And then you use it a couple more times and your eyelashes start to clump. I don't know if it's the brush.
I have noticed that. So that's the first coat.
All right, I'm on my second coat now.
You're on your second coat. I want to let them dry a little bit.
Okay, I was impatient. I did not let them dry completely.
My one, I put a lot on the first time, so I can still feel the wetness from it. Yeah, let me not.
And I'll be honest with you, when I do just wear mascara, like if I'm, rushing to go to work and just throw a face on, sometimes I'll do 3 coats of a mascara. But I honestly do 2 on my top and like 1 on my and 3 on my bottom. So I'm gonna it's still a little wet, so I'm gonna let it dry.
Whoa, Mama, look at that length. Holy moly.
I can tell it's actually making my eyeshadow look really good. And I don't hate it. Definitely don't hate it. Okay, so now I think.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna go in with my 3rd coat.
Wow. Oh.
Ooh. All right, I might have just found a new mascara, a new favorite. Oh my. Oh, look at that. I don't have very nice eyelashes.
Wow.
But I think I found a new favorite mascara. I do. I really think I found a new favorite. Look at that, guys. I have very thin eyelashes, but they really look good. And it actually accentuates my eyeshadow so good. So I'm really loving it.
Oh my
Do,
God.
do.
Look at that.
I feel pretty.
It looks like I have fake eyelashes on.
It does. Oh my gosh. Tell us what you think,
So
guys.
my mom said she only does 2 coats. And honestly, for me, I noticed my 3rd coat did make it a little bit clumpier. So I think I would be okay with 2 coats.
But look at it. It actually really accentuates your eyes and it makes your eyeshadow like bomb.
Like, look how long. My eyelashes haven't been this long since I was like in 7th grade.
I don't think I've ever had this long of eyelashes because my eyelashes suck. They're as thin as my hair.
So I'm obsessed with this mascara.
Oh, I love it. I want to buy another one. Thanks, Lisa.
You're welcome. Thanks, Mom Margaret. She's the one that bought it.
Thanks, Mama Margaret.
It's very hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
Ulta didn't, when I was in Ulta yesterday, they did not have any. Walmart didn't have any. We found it, or my mom actually found it on an end cap in a little tiny Walgreens. So.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think you can get it on Amazon, but one minute it was on Amazon and then the next minute it was sold out. So what did you get for lipstick?
So what I got for lipstick is the Espresso line of the Super Stay Matte lipstick. I got Chai Genius. Now I will say actually, Maybelline matte lipsticks are one of my absolute favorite lipsticks in the whole entire world. This lipstick is super comparable to high-end matte lipsticks.
Okay.
I never have to reapply it. It stays. perfectly in place. I love this Maybelline lipstick. I mean, they've come out with like, I think 14 new shades in the espresso launch.
I keep looking at my eyelashes.
I know, they look beautiful. So I honestly, I love this lipstick in every color because it doesn't go anywhere. It's wonderful. It's $7.95 and it's worth every penny.
So I actually got a Superstay matte one as well, just because Tiffany hyped it up so much. But I actually got a red because I knew that I was doing very light neutral on my eyes. So I thought I'm gonna do a bright red, and I haven't tried it on yet. I did smell it just a few minutes ago. My husband's like, "What are you gonna do? Stick it up your nose?" And I go, "No, I want to smell it. See what it smells like."
Now I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
It smells good.
Yep. This smells like coconut. And actually the one I have a fire engine red one from Maybelline that I love.
This does smell like coconut, actually. Like vanilla and coconut. It's so creamy.
I love these lipsticks. They don't go anywhere. I'm telling you. You can eat, you can wipe your face, you can drink, and it's not going to go anywhere. But you do need a lip scrub. Scrub your lips before you apply it in the shower because you want to get off all that dead skin.
Ooh. I got to contour a little bit.
Oh, I love this lipstick. The other nice thing about this lipstick is it does not make your lips feel bitter or dry. It feels very comfortable.
Lipstick, this is not bad. Usually you have to do more than one coat, and that's just one coat, and it's not patchy at all.
Mm-mm. I love Maybelline lipsticks. I love this one anyway.
I feel like I just need a little shimmer.
Are you going to put a liquid thing on top of it?
No, I'm just putting a little bit of shimmer on my Cupid's bow. I like a little bit by my eye. I just took a little powder from the eyeshadow line.
I love this color.
I'm obsessed with it.
Mm-hmm. It's mine is Chai Genius. Like I said, this is worth every penny. It is a fraction of what the high ends cost.
This is called Dancer.
I'm sorry?
It's called Dancer, the lipstick.
It looks so good on you.
I did not coordinate the top with the lipstick.
It looks so good on you. And like I said, these matte lipsticks cost a fraction of what the high ends do. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my high end brands. You know what I'm talking about. But for $7.95, if you can get the same quality, get the same quality.
Brandy said on our YouTube, you know that happens, or you get that. Yeah. You know you have a true friend when they say to you,
yeah,
it's the ones that don't tell you, and you go all day, and you got that on there.
I know.
Brandy said she loves our friendship. She goes, I love y'all's friendship. Tiffany and I have been friends for a long time. I think we calculated that his has been over 20 years. It's got to be close to 20 years. 2003.
No, it was in 2004. So 17 years.
17 years.
17 years. We've lived together. We've gotten married together. We've gone through hell and high water together. Like literally when I say hell and high water.
Yeah. And
divorces together.
And sometimes we wonder if we share the same brain.
I think we do. I think James and my husband's convinced we do.
Yeah.
Because we think the same way.
It would be deadly if we lived next door to each other. Not for us, but for everybody else that was around us.
Pretty much. It'd probably be the most annoying thing for them, but the best thing in the world for us.
Somebody texted me, my aunt texted me, and she wanted to know if you could please share what foundation you used again, just because she liked the way that it went on so nice and smooth. She didn't catch it when
you. Yep. And you know what? I don't hate it, and I'm going to use it again actually. And it is the Color Stay, the Super Stay Full Coverage Compliance Foundation. This was $9.99 or $10.39. And actually, I do like it. I think you're right with the primer. I like the smell of the primer that I got from there, but I'm not sure if it's compatible with my skin. But I do like it, and I do like the concealer. I'm going to use it again because I'm going to mix it with the other foundation that I usually use. That someday we'll go over that foundation too. Mm-hmm. But because I like to mix my foundations because I feel like you get a better coverage. Some foundations just mesh well together and make an even better foundation. So, but this by itself is not bad, Aunt Lenny. I think you'd like it.
Aunt Jeannie in Virginia.
Sorry. Oh, Aunt Jeannie, I'm sorry.
Other aunt.
And I don't know if you want to know this, I also backed it up with a full coverage Super Stay pressed powder. And I like the pressed powder. It went on nice and creamy. It stays. It helped blend everything. I really like it.
And my other aunt, Lenny, that's up here, she wanted to know, because you mentioned a scrubbing before you put on. Do you use a particular lip scrub for that?
So there is a lip scrub, Burt's Bees. I know we're talking about Maybelline. Yeah. But I use Burt's Bees. There's other high-end ones too, but Burt's Bees is good for the fraction of the price.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, and thank you, Brandy, by the way. Thank you so much.
She said she found us on her For You page. So
really?
Yeah, that she said our Jeffree Star video showed up on her For You page. So that's really exciting. That makes me, I almost want to cry because I just love being able to share this passion with my best friend and being able to connect with others out in the community that are very positive. And that's what we need right now. And it just makes me feel happy that other people are, sharing this passion and come watch us.
And come be happy with us. Come in. Usually we're a lot more crazy. Tonight we're kind of subtle.
I mean, I'm in my PJs, my hair's up, we're just kind of chilling, having fun. But
I'm not wearing a bra, so there's that.
Yeah, me either. That's why I'm leaning down a little bit.
That's why we're up this way. Nothing below the neck matters.
The gray hair. See, we're just regular girls. It's covering the gray hair, so it got to go up like that.
I dyed my hair. I just got out of the shower. I haven't even brushed my hair. Whatever. This is us. This is us. But I am going to follow this up with one more thing. I got the Lasting Fix setting spray, and we're going to go ahead and see what this is about.
Yeah, I did not get a setting.
Helps if I sprayed on my face.
I wanted to get a setting spray, but Ulta was all out of them.
Okay, so one issue is, it doesn't smell bad. It smells really fresh and clean. Yeah, however,
I can tell by your face. You're like,
it's, no, the smell is fine, but it has one, I don't know what's happening. It's like, you ever get a concentrated squirt?
Oh, yeah. Like what? Yeah. Like cleaner where you could do you could switch the pressure on it where you can disperse.
There's spritzing and then there's a concentrated squirt.
So we want it to be all over. We don't want it to be whoosh.
Exactly. And that's why I was because it's a concentrated squirt. It's fine. It's set. Thank God I don't look like I got sprayed by a hose, but Jesus. It's constant. Whoa, Nelly.
Did you say a hoe or a hose?
Well, I did learn out yesterday that I am a whore. I shared that with you, but that's fine. But no. A
story for another time.
What?
A story for another time.
A story for another time. Maybe another decade.
For our OnlyFans page.
What's that?
That's when we create our OnlyFans page.
Yes. Jessica Reese says it's Fridays, bras off. Yes.
Friday, bras off. Pizza time, bras off. Grab your cocktail. If you don't drink, that's okay. Tea or coffee will work too.
I'm trying to be good. I'm drinking water tonight.
I'm drinking, it's not coffee, it's cranberry juice and water.
Awesome. Actually, now I want coffee. Now I want to go down and get coffee. I don't need it though, because I don't sleep well enough as it is.
Yeah, no, don't drink it.
I don't need help.
Don't drink coffee.
So that is our main. So what are your overall thoughts on the product?
My mother sent me a tip for you. She said, tell Tiff to rinse the nozzle under hot water. Sometimes that happens to my hairspray, and that can help with this.
All right. I will. Thanks, Mama Margie. I will do that.
So what are your thoughts? What were the products that stood out to you the most?
So obviously I love my matte lipstick. I love it.
It dried down really good. I was a little bit nervous because it wasn't drying down, but it dried right down.
No transfer.
Yep, no transfer.
No transfer.
No.
And like I said, you can wear this all day, wipe it, drink with it. Do I still have? Okay, I thought I fucking still had lipstick on my teeth. You can, do daily activities with it and not reapply it, which, as we all know, I'm fucking lazy and hate to reapply shit. So that's a plus. I love the mascara. I love it. I feel like I have fake eyelashes on. My eyeshadow went from, oh, I probably shouldn't have gone so dark to, all right, I like it now. It's smoky.
I like that color. It makes your eyes pop.
Thank you. Well, you know what? These colors aren't labeled, but it is pretty. And I do like this eyeshadow palette, and I will wear it again, but I probably might put a primer underneath it this time. Yep. They're very light. Like, I'll swatch one really quick. They're super, super light though. Let's take this color, for example.
Oh, the little, it looks like a mint color. Oh, I can't even see it. Yeah,
you can barely see it. And even this one I did use. Yep. Okay. And so I'm going to take that one. I even went in there really good, and it's pretty light.
Oh yeah, the payoff is pretty disappointing.
Yeah, but it does blend well, and you can build upon it. So I'm not nixing this palette. Do I think it's worth? I mean, but if you're going to spend $10.99, there's actually you can go to color. There's other places you can go to buy a palette. But I mean, if you're in the store and you need something in a hurry, it's not terrible. The eyeliner, I do like the eyeliner. It doesn't bleed as much as others. Of course, I like my gel eyeliner, but it bleeds anyway. The corners of my eyes are a nightmare. And I like that. I like the concealer. Like I said,
I like that dark gray on you though. It pops. Yeah.
It's not great though. It's like a brownish. It's got glitter gold in it. Like, hold on.
So on camera, it shows up more like a gray color on my end.
So here, I don't know. This is the color I use.
Oh yeah, it's like a brown with gold flecks in it.
Yeah,
that looks good.
So it's very, very pretty, and that one has a lot of pigment, but it was blendable and it was buildable and it was great. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm not downing this palette. I will certainly use it again. It's good for everyday looks because it's buildable. It's light, except for the dark one that's super pigmented. The blush and the contour palette, the blush and the contour is fine. The highlighter, there's no payoff to it. Mm-hmm. It's just, if you just want to make it, it's almost like another baking powder. Mm-hmm. If you wanted to maybe lift your eyes with it or something, it would probably work for that, but there's no shimmer. Don't think there's going to be shimmer. And the foundation stuff, I like the foundation. Like I said, I'm going to try mixing it with the other one I use to see if I like it a little bit better.
You used to use the one from them in the little pot.
Yep, I used to. And that was but that one melts terribly. And it doesn't work well. Oh, I'm glad you pointed that out because it's a mousse.
Yep.
So the one in the pot is a mousse, and I used to use that religiously.
Oh yeah, that's all you ever used to use. I remember. Yeah.
And it melts terrible though, and it doesn't matter if you pat it in or if you wipe it, it melts. I don't know why. I don't know what's with the formula. You would think because it's a mousse, it would set better and it would have better coverage, but the matte one, the mousse one, I don't care for. Mm-hmm. It kind of melts into your pores. Yeah, it kind of melts into your pores. It doesn't give you the coverage you think, and it looks cakey and cracks. And the setting spray, other than shooting me in the face, seems to work fine. So overall, I give Maybelline an 8 out of 10.
Oh, good. Okay, that's pretty high.
I give Maybelline 8 out of 10, mainly for their lipstick and their mascara. Mm-hmm. If I had to rate everything separately, I would give the foundation probably a 6, and I'd give the eyeshadow probably a 5.
Yeah.
But the lipstick's a 10. 10.
Yeah.
How about you?
So for me, I the BB cream was like a score for me. Like I absolutely am obsessed with this, and I will be using this. The concealer, the Instant Age Rewind, it's one of my favorites. It's a 10 out of 10 for me for that one. The lipstick is a 10 out of 10. I am absolutely obsessed with this lipstick. Non-transfer, doesn't feel sticky, tacky at all. Reds are very hard colors to apply and to get to stay in the lines, and
Mhm.
the application was easy. The eyeshadow for me, it's an eyeshadow palette. I've got tons of eyeshadow palettes, and I probably could have gotten this same look with one of my 500 eyeshadow palettes, but I do like the palette. I do like it. It is very nice. It went on very smooth. As you could see, this eye has the primer, this one doesn't. It looks very similar.
It looks
Um,
flawless. You can't tell.
no, and you can't tell at all without the price. I mean, it went on smooth. If you're trying to save money and you want to get a full face, I think everything, like if I calculated correctly, everything was about $100. So
Mhm.
you could get, and I mean, I didn't spend that all at once. I spent it a little bit here, a little bit there. So I mean, it's basically a full face, except I didn't have blush. So, but I could have used some of the powder, I guess, out of the eyeshadow and made my own blush. The eye liquid eyeliner, it's all right. It's not my favorite. It's hard to beat my favorite. I'm absolutely obsessed with the Sex Kitten, and I do like the KVD. I don't know if anybody out there, has tried the KVD. I've had a little wonder if their formula's changed, but save that story for a different
Okay.
time. And then the mascara is a 10 out of 10. I'm obsessed with this mascara, and it's hard to top my other mascara that I like.
Mhm.
But I do have a couple of other drugstore mascaras that I really like, but this Maybelline one, it's definitely up there. I liked it. And the powder. To me, all the products that I chose for myself, just because I was looking for specific things. I was almost out of my foundation, so I knew I wanted to try foundation. I didn't have to get all of these products to try, but I wanted to see how it was. Um, and the eyebrow stuff. I do like the eyebrow stuff. I mean, I have other eyebrow stuff that I use, but this is nice because it shapes them and it keeps them in place. So I do like that, and it lasts all day. I've used products where I'm working and it's really hot in my office when I'm in the office, and some of the eyeliner will bleed up here, and then I'll be like, oh my God, I will work throughout the whole day and I had all eyebrow stuff up there. So this actually stays put. But overall, I definitely give it, I think it's Midnight Beauty approved for me, Maybelline.
Midnight Beauty approved, budget approved. So if you're on a budget and you're looking
Budget.
for quality,
Yeah.
I say go for it. It'll last you all day. The foundations, I have to just throw this out there, are all of our skins are different.
Yes.
So just because it's doing something to my skin or it's not sitting as well as I'd like,
Mhm.
but also I think my skin is, just become accustomed to being mixed with another foundation. It doesn't mean that's going to happen with your skin. It could be
Yeah, on this
completely.
end, your foundation looks flawless from
Oh,
this
thank
end.
you.
It looks really good.
See. Well, awesome. You know what? I'm just self-conscious, but it's Midnight Beauty approved. I say go for it.
Yeah.
So, should we do the drawing?
And I'm sorry if you're just joining, but we did announce that we were having a drawing last week, and there was guidelines and rules that you had to follow. And we are each giving away a Jeffree Star conspiracy palette from our
And I'm
last
giving away
video.
a lip gloss with mine.
I use mine, or else I would be giving it away, but no one wants my cooties. So
I hate lip gloss, so I'm happily giving it away. Now, mind you, I just want to say I hate lip gloss across the board. I don't care who you are. You could be Mark. You could be. It's Jeffree Star. You know how much I love Jeffree Star. He's fucking amazing, and I hate lip gloss. Hate that. So, for fairness, I put my names in a hat. What we did is just to recap
oh,
really
I didn't.
quick.
I didn't write the names down. Can you tell me who were the people that are in it? I thought we were writing them down together at the end. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Denny's going to send you a screenshot.
Okay.
So while she does that, I'm going to do a quick recap. So, yep. So the Jeffree Star giveaway, because these came in our mystery boxes, but we already own them. So what we asked was that everybody went to our YouTube video from last week and left a comment and subscribed and shared last week's video. And so, you know what? It wasn't, we got more than I thought we would, honestly. So we had 5 individuals that we could see left a comment. So I have written down those 5 individuals' names and I put them in my JEFFREE STAR beanie. And once Melissa's done, she's going to write them down and then have James draw a name. And then I'll have my husband draw a name because they are our monkeys.
So my husband is indisposed at the moment. So I will be drawing. He's
fair enough.
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
He's indisposed.
Yeah. Okay. So we have Chantel. I wrote Chantel.
Well, I don't know if we should like say them out loud.
Oh, okay.
Just in case. But we're going to be doing other giveaways too. And so we're excited about it because you know what? We want to spread the joy. We want everybody to have makeup that they enjoy. And we want you guys to be like, hey, we won that off of Midnight Beauties. And we'd be like, hey, that's us. So we're excited. And Jeffree Star is an amazing product. You know, his lip glosses, I guess, are amazing. I don't like lip gloss. I don't like how it makes my lips sticky and sticks to my hair. It's really annoying. That's why I like my matte lipsticks. I wish they were here when I started wearing lipstick because I don't like lipstick either because it doesn't, it's the only one I other like is, we'll talk about that brand another time, but there is another brand of lipstick, actual lipstick that I do like that actually stays on pretty well. And I've only had to maybe reapply it once or twice, but we'll get to that product some other time. But yes, so we all love Jeffree Star. We don't know if he's having an affair with Kanye. I can only assume not.
No, he said no, he's not. He came out with a YouTube video and he said he was laughing at all his memes on his video. And he said it's not him. He's single. He's not dating anybody. And he said if he was, he likes his men tall.
That wasn't a diss or anything.
Yeah. And I won't say who it is, but I did see that there's been another famous YouTube makeup artist with the initial CC that is now being linked to him, and he is coming with receipts even though he signed a non-disclosure. So he's probably going to get his ass sued. Just saying.
All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
All righty.
I picked Margaret White.
Yay!
Oh.
Excellent. All right, so I'm shaking it up. I'm gonna just, okay, shaking up. Now Denny is gonna reach in. Now, if I pull Margaret, then we'll do it again.
Yeah, we just want to say that we won't pull the same 2 people.
Nope. Chrissy Brewer.
Yay!
Yay! Chrissy Brewer. Congratulations. You are the winner of the lip gloss and the eyeshadow palette. What I need you to do, Chrissy, is I need you to message me.
Margaret White, you are the winner of my conspiracy palette.
Excellent. So
yes, please message us your
on our Midnight Beauties page. So
yeah.
You do have to go to our Facebook and message us on our Midnight Beauties page. Here's the rule we have to imply. If I do not hear from you by next Friday, I'm going to draw again from the other 3 names that are left. So that's what's going to happen. So Chrissy, if you're listening, I hope you're listening. You won. Message us on our Facebook page on Midnight Beauties with your address so I can mail those to you. If we do not hear from you by next Friday, then I'm going to draw from the other 3 names and give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay? That sounds fair, right?
I think that's definitely fair.
Awesome. So congratulations, Margaret. Congratulations, Chrissy. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, should we talk about the other thing?
Which one?
Or should we wait? Never mind. That's fine.
No, we can. No, go ahead.
No, that's okay. You're fine.
Okay. No, you're going to give away Maybelline, right?
I didn't know if we wanted to do it this video. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, then we'll talk about it. So, so I thought since we enjoyed the mascara so much that I would get a mascara to give to one of our lovely followers. The rules are the same as the rules were for Jeffree Star. You know, please like our video, be subscribing to our YouTube page. This is for YouTube only. It's not for our other pages. So you have to be following our YouTube page. You have to like our video. Please comment and you know, in the comment, share what other mascaras you like, but please also share this on another platform too. If you I don't think you can tag friends on YouTube, so I was trying to figure that piece out, but please like our YouTube video, be following and comment
On the YouTube itself.
On the YouTube video itself.
It's not going to count if you comment on Facebook. So you got to comment on the YouTube itself, but share it to Facebook.
Yep. Yeah, this is not, we down the road will maybe do something just strictly for Facebook or Instagram, but right now we want to just focus and get back to our YouTube subscribers.
Yep. So thank you everybody so much.
And we'll announce the winner next Friday again, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll do a drawing.
Yeah, we'll do a drawing. Yeah.
Yeah,
and absolutely. If there's only one person that comments, guess what? You won it.
That's right. I mean, that's how it works.
That's how it works.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you so much for commenting and interacting with us. We hope to see you again. We hope you enjoyed what you saw. And if you did, let us know in the comments. Did you enjoy it? What if you did? Great. If you didn't, what didn't you enjoy? What would you like to see?
Yeah, if there's something that you've been itching to try and you just don't have the courage and you would like us to try it, we're willing. We have some other things maybe planned up our sleeve. One of the things that I would like to do is there's a particular brand that is affordable that I would like to try and do as close to a full face, but I don't know how much of a full face we could get out of the line, but we'll talk about that more. And then, yeah, just let us know if there's something out there that you'd like us to do. We're down for games. We've done the Dollar Tree challenge. So if there's other challenges out there that you think it would be fun to watch us as we interact with one another. Somebody had suggested us doing our husband's makeup, but yeah, my husband has very sensitive skin. He has a really big beard, and even when I tried to do makeup on him for like cosplay, it's just a no go. So he's one of those people where his eyes flutter like this, so it would not be pretty.
And Denny's just not a fan of makeup.
No, well, and he's very quiet.
Yes,
we're the outspoken ones in the marriages.
We are. He lives the quiet wallflower life. Even in our events, he sets everything up, and I deal with the celebrities and the PR.
Nothing wrong with that.
Balance. So thank you guys so much. And also, in light of everything that's happened this week, please remember to love each other. You know, violence is violence no matter how you spin it. Yeah. Whatever your cause, you don't need to be violent. You don't need to be an asshole. You can. It speaks louder when you hold steady, and sometimes even just, you know, say one thing. You don't have to do anything violent. So just remember to love each other and remember we're in this together.
And people are going through so much right now with COVID and isolation and distancing from their loved ones. You know, even if our views are different, you know, we have to respect each other. We have to create peace and be an example to other places. and doing, and I don't care what your belief is, rioting, causing violence, no matter what you're boycotting or picketing for, it never creates peace. It just doesn't. And it's sad, to watch what happened. And I don't really like to ever bring politics into our YouTube channel, but there's enough hatred out there that you really just, create peace. Take a moment, say to the person next to you, who cares if they're a Democrat, Republican, independent? Just say, hi, how are you? How are you doing? Because people are going through inner turmoil right now, just trying to survive COVID.
Yeah. And also you get further with kindness and patience than you do with aggression and one-sided hypocrisy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Just love one another, no matter what. Even if it's your neighbor, just, hey, how are you? Do you need help with your garbage? Or if you know somebody who's lost somebody from COVID, just be like, don't be like, well, that's fake. That's dumb. Just be like, I'm really sorry for your loss. I'm here if you need anything.
You never know. You never know what somebody's going through.
No.
You just don't know. And, there are going to be those people that are the Debbie Downers that are out there that no matter what you say, what you do, it's not going to change their mind. And that's okay. But as long as we try to bring positivity into this universe, that's all that matters.
Just rise above. That's all we can do is rise above and love each other.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys so much. Really spread love, not hate. And I'm Tiffany Beth.
I'm Melissa Ann.
We're best friends.
And we're
Midnight Beauties. Thank you guys so much. We love you. And join us next week for an announcement and another fun live stream. We love you guys.
Love our beauty. Good night.